Understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. Understandable smooth shit.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we getting to.
Happy New Year's!
Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee.
And you know the vibes.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee.
Yeah.
Ooh la la, ah
Here we go.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la,
Yes.
ah wee wee.
That's the energy right there.
Ah wee wee.
That's the energy. Make no mistake about it. 2021, first day of the year. It's Friday. Got the club going up on a Friday.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee.
Yeah.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee.
That's that energy.
Ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah
Be in the club like,
ooh la la, ah wee wee.
hey.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee.
Just a two-step though, you know what I mean?
Ah wee wee. Ooh la la.
Just a two-step. Just a two-step on them, know what I mean? Nothing crazy in the club at my age. What it do, people? Happy New Year for everybody that's celebrating 2021. Yeah, kid, that feeling. And if you know, you know. I always got the energy to win, especially on a Friday. Made it through another week, made it through the year 2020. Weekend is here, energy is up. Yeah, kid, that feeling on the first Friday of 2021. Like, yes. If you ain't got the energy to win today, then you might be hungover. You might have been at one of them parties, you know what I mean? One of them Airbnb, one of them download joints, going crazy, going ham. Make no mistake about it. It's the first day of the year, but we still in the end game. You know what I mean? Tony, there was no other way. We still in the end game, baby. Yeah. That's that coffee, though. My energy is up. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling good, not only because it's Friday, it's the first day of the year, but obviously we woke up on the books, baby. Woo-hoo! As soon as when that 12:01 popped off, people died. Like, yeah, people died. 12:01, death. Life was born. You know what I mean? Life was birthed, and death was snatched away. Life was taken, you know what I mean? And bringing death. You know what I mean? Shots in Brooklyn, people crashing, leaving the scenes of cars. You know, spooky out here in them New York streets. Shout out to everybody tuned in. You know what I mean? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. First show of the year, we rolling with the same energy. You know what time it is. Last night, we was waiting. I wasn't in the club, you know what I mean? Or I wasn't in some Airbnb shaking my ass. You know what I mean? Not the kid. You know what I mean? It's time for all that. And if you was doing that last night, shout outs to you. You know what I mean? But I was low-key low with it, you know what I mean? But anyway, 2020, you see the title. That's why you hit the video. You know what I mean? UNCLEMURDA, East New York, was supposed to go live last night after the song dropped. You know what I mean? He took a while long to drop it. Come to find out, he dropped the whole album. Didn't listen to the whole album yet. We'll get to that. I really just wanted to hear the wrap up. And like he said in the beginning of the song, you know what I mean? Like, we did need it. We did want it. But then at the end of the song, he's like, yo, I'm not even going to do it no more. So we'll get to that in a minute. Thoughts, I'm looking online, seeing a couple of the channels on the other channels. You know, Instagram, Twitter. So far, it's like bad reviews. What y'all think? This is what I think. POPAVIST. It's POPAVIST approved. I like the song. I think the song is dope. I don't think it was whack by no means. Now, I understand, like, when you waiting for something for a long time, it's like Christmas, for those that celebrate Christmas, being how it just passed. When you don't get what you want, or you get the less of the toy, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you got that feeling of you're not fulfilled, you didn't get what you wanted. Or, you know, if Shorty is talking wild crazy about, you know, that WAP, and it's really not that. You know what I mean? It was just average at best. Shout outs to those that know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Like, it's average at best, you know, but not whack. It's like, But But anyway, I don't think it was average at best. I thought the song was good. Lyrically, he had some standout bars, and we're gonna just get into the song. So number one, I'm not ranking the song trash, whack, and none of that. I think the song is fire. You know what I mean? With a year like 2020, you know what I mean? Come on, like what you expect. And then SKILLZ ain't come out. Shout outs to MADSKILLZ. Was actually going to do Who Had the Better, you know what I mean? Because the last couple of years, UNCLEMURDA been knocking him out, you know what I mean? With that aggression, that feeling, that energy. So he ain't even dropped his yet. We'll see. Maybe after this video it'll come out. Seeing something with him on the internet, like he getting it together. You gotta, mix it and cut the record yourself, then send it to the engineers. Like, yo, just put the song out, bro. Like, let's hear what you got. Anybody else did the song this year probably would have capitalized crazy. Because that 1201, we was on the bat line like, yo, what's up, UNCLEMURDA, you dropping or not? Then I see some other songs flash across. I'm like, yo, where's the song at? I know I wasn't the only one searching last night like, yo, where is the song? And then finally, I fucking 3 in the morning or some shit like that, he dropped it. But anyway, let's go through a couple of the quick points. One of the jump out lines. Put your pussy online, I give you $1,000. Bitches was putting their pussies online for $1,000. Shout outs to Bootsy. But I think he covered all bases, you know what I mean? Obviously, I told y'all personally in my own video, you know what I mean? And the other video, and it was February, so the year still was just really getting started. And the virus haven't really, locked down everything and turned the world topsy-turvy. But Kobe passing, you know what I mean? His daughter and everybody else on that flight, you know what I mean? Rest in peace. And then after that, it was just like an avalanche of things keep coming. So he covered a lot of stuff. He made fun of it. It was everything we expected, just like the last year's. But these couple of highlights. The versus battle saved us for a lot of us that was, cabin fever, stuck in the house like you never been in the house before. And for people that was locked up, that was home, we was just sitting back like, this shit is nothing. You know what I mean? As long as you got your essentials, that shit wasn't nothing. That part about the year, that wasn't the bad part to me. You know what I mean? It's everything else. The businesses being, devastated, people losing lives and loved ones. Those was the, the devastating parts of the year. You know what I mean? As far as bad, worse, and shit. You know what I mean? The year was bad, worse, and shit. But obviously, Atlanta clubs only being open, I didn't know that through the whole pandemic. I mean, I know at one part in time in the year, like people was flowing down there, see people on the gram shaking their ass. Some had masks, some didn't. And it was like, dang, Atlanta's popping right now. But I didn't know they was the only spot. So I mean, they caked off. And why is that? Why is that? Why was they the only spot open and people, you know what I mean, clubbing it out there? That was interesting. Biden, Kamala Harris, definitely impacted massive incarceration. He highlighted, like, even though they, we fuck with Biden, for those that did, you know what I mean, that voted and all that. Like, they really only got in, for most people in mind, black America, I would say, is probably because of her. Black woman, like, you know what I mean? Despite her little shady history of, being a prosecutor, massive incarceration. We all seen the video of Biden when he was younger. You know what I mean? Now he looked like Captain America at the end of Endgame. You know what I mean? Bringing the shield back. You know what I mean? He looked just like Captain America in the Endgame. Shout outs to the Endgame. If you're a Marvel fan, you know. But yeah, we know the whole deal with that. So it's like the lesser of the two evils, right? Then he was like, obviously, Fred the Godson, rest in peace, Bronx. He was like, he was one of the real MCs who we could get some real bars from. And Fred the Godson was nice. He didn't really have big, huge, massive success. But on a hip hop level and on an MC respectability level, a lot of people fuck with him. A lot of people recognize that he was nice. So, even UNCLEMURDA, that's why he, included that with the passing of him. So rest in peace to him. Pop Smoke, he's like definitely on the radio. Shout out to my nigga Dre, all the Pop Smoke fans. I rock with Pop Smoke. Thought the album was fire. Definitely 50 Cent kind of like influence to me with a lot of the melodies, a lot of the you know, the chorus kind of like, but overall the album was fire. Not a classic in my opinion, you know what I mean, but still fire. And a lot of people, like he said, he couldn't even mention everybody, and that's just the people that we know, you know what I mean, on a media scale for people that passed. But it's massive, like he said, over 300,000 people done died, you know what I mean, from COVID or other illnesses or whatever the case. Jada Pinkett entanglement, obviously, you know what I mean. Kanye worth $3 billion? Jeez, I didn't know that. I mean, I need some of the balls that went hard. When he had the stand-in sounded like Dre, like, you wasn't with me in the studio making beats, obviously. You wasn't with me in the gym, you know what I mean? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. The Rick Ross, you know what I mean, over the Drake line, you know what I mean? Stay scheming, but that was fire. Jada Drunk line was fire, you know what I mean? I was in the booth getting tired. He was like, know what I mean? I really was going to do 20 minutes, y'all, or some shit. Y'all wanted me to do 20 minutes. I was going to try it. But I was in the booth, shit, getting tired. That ball went hot. Obama trap phones. Trump gave us re-up money. That was fire. You know what I mean? LeBron said he wanted his damn respect. And he like, I want my damn respect for doing these wrap-ups. And like I said, we was going to do the comparison. Obviously, if you know the history, you know, he jacked, you know, MADSKILLZ, now going as SKILLZ, maybe back in 2015, I think, or something like that. Not too long ago. And prior to that, SKILLZ was doing it, I think, from, 2008 or something like that. He was doing it, obviously, years before him. He came, took the swag. It was a little battle. Go YouTube it, you know what I mean? But for the last years, he was bringing the heat and bringing the energy. It was different, and obviously, you know, from SKILLZ perspective, when you jack a nigga whole, you know, shit, like Ghost and Ray, you know, you jacking a nigga shit before he even get to shine on his own shit. You know, like these happy-go-lucky niggas, you know what I mean? Purple Tape, that's a classic album, you know what I mean? So that was where he was coming from with it, like, nigga, jack me, you know what I mean? You swag jacking, you know what I mean? You a sucking MC, you a biter, you know what I mean? Like, those are the terminologies that, you know, people that had bars and had their own little thing back then would say to another rapper, you know what I mean, that's trying to capitalize off my shit. Like, get your own shit. Be original, and you're going to come out your own way. But anyway, even though he did that, he took it, made it more presentable and gritty, and the energy that we needed for the last couple of years. Like, how he presented it was better, you know what I mean, even though the idea was originally SKILLZ. But anyway, with that being said, I think it was the same energy this year. So he just like, y'all want my damn respect. A couple other bars, and obviously mentioning the death is, you know, Andre Harrell. But he was like, without no Andre Harrell, wouldn't been no Diddy, and probably without that, wouldn't been no Biggie. So think about that. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Big. Shout out to Big. You know what I mean? One of the best. Fans Only popped up, and I did a video back about that when the pandemic, when we first got locked down, and that shit started popping off, and I was like, is it cheating if niggas is logging on and, you know, subscribing with $10, $20, $30, $40, paying a whole cable bill, Spectrum on the bat line, to some chick that's just shaking her ass, or, you know, playing with a twat or whatever the case, you know what I mean, smelling the panties, whatever it was, you know what I mean, entertaining us. Was it cheating? Is your girl, you know what I mean? Like, who's the best one? I already did a video on that, so see the other video that I did on Fans Only. Put your pussy lips on live, I give you $1,000. Some chicks was doing anything, you know what I mean? Like I said in the other video, I learned a lot about people, and I also learned a lot about myself 2020, you know what I mean? But when the year pop off, I'm not one to, like, make resolutions or, you know, any of that type of vibe. And for the people that do it, that need to jumpstart your motivation and your self, you know, your self-building process, I'm not knocking you, but I always have that energy, and I'm always in that mindset, whether it's working at the time or not. So I don't have to reaffirm, you know, at the beginning of every year or the ending of every year, because every day I try to do it. You know what I mean? Every day, every week I try to reset, or whenever I try to reset. So whatever works for you. But when you come with that certain type of energy, that feeling, you don't really gotta wait till a certain time. But shout outs to everybody that do, you know what I mean? But I've been spoke about that, and the hardest line, or one of the hardest lines after he said that about the fan pages for the chicks. He like, now they know how I feel to be some of these local struggling artists, because some of them pages was not popping. I know it probably was some that got to the bag, but then I know it was some that was struggling, like, whew, tough out there in them Instagram, Twitter streets, you know what I mean, them fan page streets. There's so much shit going on, you know what I mean? As far as the NBA, that was a real shot at Westbrook, you know what I mean? Like, yo, that nigga really don't got no shot. But I fuck with Russ, you know what I mean? That's the Brody. You know what I mean? He look good on Washington right now. So far, he been a walking triple-double. You know what I mean? Adding his value, showing his worth to the team. And he gonna ball out. No matter where he go, he gonna ball. And, yeah, he don't got the best shot in the world, but he bring other stuff to the team. Giannis looking like JaVale McGee. That line was horrible in the sense of like, damn, why you do Giannis like that? No, Giannis listening or whatever, like, yo, that's a diss. But JaVale McGee is a champion with the Lakers last year. And if you seen my other video I did on the NBA, when I'm talking about the NBA, I told y'all I don't think the Lakers should have got rid of JaVale McGee. And I'm saying it like Shaq be saying it because it's funny. But Giannis, he didn't really show up in the playoffs. The team got bumped off by Miami, and it really should have been them. But obviously it shouldn't have been, because Miami was the better team. They played better, they played harder, they deserved it. They got there, and then they got spanked. You know what I mean, I think Lakers gonna win again, just like Uncle Murda. But what else? Is Kanye West worth $3 billion though? Like, on some real shit. You know what I mean? Is he really worth that? But he might have left out some things. Just let me know what you think. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts on Uncle Murda to wrap up. But lastly, like I said, he started the song like, I just did it because I know y'all needed it. And then at the end, he like, I really wasn't even going to do this shit again, reiterating. And then he like, this is the last year that I am going to do it. So my question, is he really going to not do it, right? That's number one. And are we going to miss him? And if we are going to miss him, because MADSKILLZ, he's saying he wasn't going to do it either, but he like, then when he formulated, if you've seen the video, I told y'all, I'm all over these YouTube streets now. They should have never let me in the mother. Yeah, shout outs to Cam, you know what I mean? So I'm on the other channel, the channels and whatnot, and I seen the joint with Skills, and he like, yo, I wasn't going to do it either, but then the way I started formulating the song, I thought the concept would be mad dope, so it got me interested for the little snippet that I seen, like, oh, I'm going to see how he going to do it this year. He claiming he not going to do it no more. So who y'all think is the best person to do it next year and pick up the mantle and do it? Now, I try to think, and I'm putting on the spot, you know what I mean? Because I was thinking about it after I heard him say that he wasn't going to do it. Like, who would be the next best person that, one, you got to go behind him, because I think he took it from Skills, like I said, in the sense of how he presented it, to not biting his tongue, like saying what he want to say, disrespectfully, respectfully, if that's the thing. But don't disrespect me respectfully, because then it's going to be a problem. Yeah. That's just for the record. I mean, disrespect you respectfully. What world is we living in, like, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, who y'all think should do it? I like I said, I was like, damn, who could do it and really have that energy to where they ain't gonna bite their tongue, they don't really care about the enemies, and it is in fun, you know what I mean? It is like the big, dreams of fucking an R&B bitch, you know what I mean? I'm just playing, but I'm saying. I mean, we in the end game now. We definitely in the end game. Who knows when it's gonna really be over for everybody, because we out of here one day. As individuals and collectively, that's my beliefs. You know what I mean? Nothing lasts forever. Nothing. But with that being said, who don't really care about, you know what I mean? I think another Brooklyn rapper. I think Mano could do it. You know what I mean? He got that don't give a fuckish attitude, you know what I'm saying? And and I met him, so it's real persona. So, and then he got the bars, and he's funny as well, where he can probably do it. Will he want to do it? I don't know. Who else y'all think would be a good candidate to do it? I thought I think Jada would be good, and I know Jada. I won't say he's politically correct, but because he got bars for anybody. Niggas don't want to battle Jada, but I would like to see Jada do it because of the voice. Like, certain MCs, certain rappers, they got the voice, you know what I mean? Or like certain commentators for sports. And you know what I mean? Like, the way they announce the game and they call the game, it's memorable, one, because of what happened on the field and in the court, but also because of the plays. That's why I always play when I be like, whoever's the announcer from the Seahawks station, the Seattle Seahawks, every time they score a touchdown, he'd be like, touchdown Seahawks! You know what I'm saying? Like, so certain announcers and certain voices in rap, how shit is said, makes us, you know, it leaves a long-lasting impression, so to speak. So I think because Jada got the voice, now, like I say, he all the way nice, top 5, dead or alive, you know what I mean? He'll probably be super ill, you know, one, he got the better than Uncle Murda, lyrically wise, you know what I mean? But he got the voice. And Uncle Murda got a good voice too. That's why I come off like how I come off with the energy, you know what I mean? But lastly, for the wrap up, you know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of people passed last year. You know what I mean? A lot of people will pass this year. Some people already passed just like that, same day. New Year's 2021, first day, dead. You don't even get the other 364 days. It's over for you, dead. But he said a line in there when he was like, speaking about Kobe. He was like, why you take one of the greatest, you could have took one of the least. And I'm paraphrasing because the song is mad long and I only listened to the song a few times just for the video. And then he said something about Lamar Odom or Dante West, who was LeBron's teammate in Cleveland. He was like, you would have took them, we would have missed them less. So that was a tough bar, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just hear shit to the ears and it's like, oh, my ears. You know what I mean? Because it's dealing with death and all. I don't wish death on nobody, you know what I mean? Pray for you and pray for me. But what he's saying, obviously, is like, Kobe is here, you know, as far as the status he reached. And none of us will reach the same statuses or leave the same legacies as we pass through. You know what I mean? Some of us is not on certain levels. You just have to accept that. So I understand what he's saying, but it's also in the sense like, yeah, don't spend this shit trying to impress motherfuckers or, you know, get approval from people who when you pass, they won't even, I won't say respect the legacy, but it'll just be like, yeah, you just pass. How you see some people post on the gram, like when an individual, you know, lose their life or pass, it's like, this one hurts, like all death don't hurt. But obviously with a lot of stuff, we rate or we measure how they impact us as individuals and collectively as a community. So in your personal life, if we know the same person, if they impacted me more and they passed, then obviously I may feel it more. So I understand the sentiment, you know, that this one really hurts, as opposed to you ain't really have that relationship or that rapport with the person that passed. So when they pass, you feel it, but it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like you see certain celebrities that pass, the Nipseys, called people was broken up into tears. And they never met them, but they was impacted by them at so much of an impact and an influence that they're not even a family, but they still cry and shed tears more and even motivated. See, like, yo, Kobe got me spending more time with my daughter, even though it shouldn't take that, you know, for him passing with his daughter, for him to do that. But it did, you know what I mean? If it really did. And for anybody else that took up that mantle, like, yo, I'm a girl dad, you know what I mean? And started that trend. Cool, do it. But whatever you need to motivate you to do well, then, you know, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, yeah, people do pass and it's like, they just gone. You know what I mean? No legacies or nothing. Or if you a dirtbag, a scumbag, you know, the scum of the earth, as KO used to say, KO Smitty, shout out to KO, scum of the earth individual, then yeah, people ain't going to give two fucks about you passing. You know what I mean? You may not even give a fuck about you passing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why you're a scumbag in the scum of the earth. But for 2021, try not to be a fucking scumbag. Like, don't be piece of shit ass nigga. You know what I mean? Good for nothing ass bitch. You know what I mean? You know the vibes. POPAVIST TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button so when I upload the videos, you already know. Another thing, Days of Future Past, hip hop, coming soon, part 2. I'm going to throw that up tomorrow. Couldn't wait to do, you know what I mean? The second one is done. I'm going to throw it up. Y'all seen the first one. It was organic. It was authentic. This channel was unscripted, full of transparency, which means you can see me, and then, yeah, I can see you. Shout out to my boy Critical. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. My boy Critical, Brooklyn, Pink Houses, rest in peace. You know what I mean? AKA Bashir. He was Muslim. You know what I mean? I met him up top. And his real name is Ricky Simmons. For those that know, whoever that know him, he had a line. I'm gonna probably mess it up because it's mad long, but the gist of the line y'all gonna get. He was like, his house lead to all. No, he was saying in the he was saying your house lead to all roads, and all roads lead to your house. So when you talk, you should watch your. You know what I mean? It was said in that sense, but definitely, you know what I mean? All your house lead to all roads, and all roads lead to your house, and you should watch your mouth. I forget the bars he put together with it, but it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Can't just be talking crazy, you know what I mean? Watch what you say, watch how you move accordingly, move respectfully. Don't be disrespectful respectfully. You might get your head knocked off, you know what I mean? Shout outs to everybody that be tuned in. Shout outs to everybody that support. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. You already know. Yeah, kid. That feeling